camera in my hand to record this because my Mac broke. Well, it didn't break. It's feeling a little under the weather. It's got a warranty, so it can be fixed. But the gist of it is I can't use it for this week. Probably not next week or the week after, because I am a procrastinator. This week's topic is long-distance relationships. I had a little bit of that situation this summer. My girlfriend actually lives in Nova Scotia, but she goes to school down here. Like, we go to the same private school. Yeah, so she goes home for the summer, so for 2 months, we really get to see each other, except for once we went to a concert together. I went up to Halifax because my mother was going there anyway, and Caitlin was going. It just so happened to work out perfectly. So we get to see each other. Anyway, so any tips on long-distance relationships? I don't suggest texting 24 hours, or maybe texting is not so bad, but like constantly calling them and constantly talking to them, because like you can get bored. I mean, I didn't get bored, but you can get bored. You can get bored fast, and once you're bored of someone, that's pretty much it. Like, even once they get back, you're just like, been there, done that, and enough said, and bored of them. You know what I mean? It doesn't happen in all cases, obviously, but constant communication can result in getting bored of someone. Another thing that I would do is get Skype. I don't know if y'all know what Skype is. It's like video chatting, and it works wonders. It's just like once a week, Skype chat with them. It kind of lets you see their face, and it's a good way to just kind of see them and feel a little bit more connected, because it's really hard to feel connected to someone who's so far away. So yeah, it's just helpful. Things not to do. If you really want to keep a relationship going over a long distance, you really have to be careful who you hang around, because it's really easy when you're feeling lonely and you miss your girl. I don't know why I said it like that. I miss your girl. When you're lonely and you miss your girl, it's not hard to look at someone else and think of the possibilities and like, maybe someone can hold me tonight, blah blah blah. So you really gotta be careful that you're not hanging out with people who like intrigue you on an attraction level. You know what I mean? So just kind of avoid that situation altogether. It's very helpful, trust me. What else can I say? I mean, it's really tough to make long-distance relationships work. If you're doing it over a long period of time, or like if it's infinitely long-distance, like they actually live far away, and are not moving anywhere near you or coming back or anything like that, I really think it's a bad idea to go through that unless you like someday plan on marrying them, because it's just going to be so much more hassle than it's worth. And unless you're like madly in love with said person, like, why wouldn't you just date someone close to you? And if there's no one close to you, I don't understand why everyone is so obsessed with dating in high school. You don't need to date in high school. You really don't. There's people that are like, oh, I fell in love. Like, come on, guys. You hardly ever end up with the person that you're with in high school. Hardly ever. It happens, but like rarely. So be realistic with yourself, be honest with yourself. Don't claim you love someone just because you think that you're supposed to be looking for love. You know what I mean? Like, people are like, oh, I want to be in love, and then like the first person they see, they're like, come on, just take your time. Like, you're young. Being in high school, middle school, like even like college, you're young. You don't need to fall in love. Like, you don't need to find that special someone so fast. You don't need to. It happens. Like, I'm going to accent that it does happen, because I believe that it happens. But don't count on it. Like, do what you want. Like, have some fun in high school. If you end up, like, finding someone and falling, like, head over heels for them, okay, I'm going off on a tangent. This has nothing to do with long distance. But if you end up finding someone who's falling head over heels for them, it'll just happen. Like, you don't need to search. You don't need to date around. Well, dating around is a good thing, but like casually. I don't know. Maybe I just sound like a whore, but I'm not meaning to. I'm meaning to be realistic. You're young. Odds are you're not gonna fall in love. You're gonna think you are because you're emotional and you have hormones and all that, and there's the sex aspect and all that combined like creates what you think is love, but it's just not. So I really just don't recommend trying to make a long distance thing work unless it's the real deal. And be honest with yourselves about whether or not it's the real deal. That's basically my opinion. And if it is the real deal, of course you're gonna fight for it, of course. But be honest with yourselves. I'm very skeptical about this type of thing. Like, be honest with yourselves. Don't just be like, I need love, that's love. No. Be realistic. Anyways, I'll see y'all next week. Hopefully that made sense.